On this episode, we visit the Demolition Ranch.
Pretty stuff.
Where Hollywood goes to learn how to blow things up. Safely.
The request was that the safety meeting actually be conducted through a megaphone.
Yes.
And I take a shot at my own industry.
I've always wanted to do this.
After thinking long and hard about the trajectory of my present career, I've come to terms with the fact that I'll probably never star in my own action franchise. But how about a really cool trailer? Action trailers don't have much of a plot, and to be honest, neither does this story. But we do have a goal, and goals are important.
Well, I'll tell you everything I know. The goal is to blow stuff up.
That's what these guys do. In fact, that's all these guys do. And from what I'm told, they're really good at it. Warning, this is the graphic title card you knew was coming, the one we're legally required to show you, the one that points out a number of obvious things, like the absurdity of making your own action movie trailer at home, or the insanity of blowing things up without all the requisite licenses and expertise. You already know this because you're not a bunch of idiots, but we have to remind you anyway, because that's just how it is. I'm with Matt Carricker, Stephen Schatz, and Steve Wolf at Wolf Stunt Ranch in Central Texas, hoping to be transformed into a credible action hero and trying to figure out why these guys gotta do it. Best I can tell, they do it because they love it. And so far, they seem to know what they're talking about.
We would look something like this.
Right.
Right?
Like the Expendables.
Yeah.
Right.
The replaceables, the disposables.
Disposables.
These each have 10 gallons of gaseous propane at about 100 psi, and they'll feed into the van here along with the pilot lights.
That's a big pilot light.
Yeah, because when we release the propane in here, it's a lot of pressure.
Right.
And so we want to make sure that we light it rather than blow out the pilot.
What we're going to try and get is the open of a, of a film. Everything's going to come together.
I bet that looked awesome.
Yeah? Yeah.
They are the disposables.
We'll do one where you can run and jump and we blow it up behind you.
Oh,
and then
that
you
would be
land on the
great.
crash pad.
Remember this moment?
Yeah.
Let's look at that back, shall we?
It's not as tough looking when you can see the soft pads I'm actually landing on, but that's how they do it in Hollywood.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Look out, Stallone. I'm coming. So what's a good video on YouTube in terms of views mean nowadays?
I mean, 100,000 views is a good video, but 1 million views is a great video.
Yeah.
That's what I strive for in everyone. And
Well, what are people looking for in a great YouTube video where stuff blows up?
short, exciting, and unique, pretty much.
Short, right?
Yep.
That's the trick.
That's the trick to YouTube. This is stuff that we were kind of doing before YouTube anyway, just horsing around, and then it kind of just exploded into this real, pardon the pun, but
It exploded,
into
did it?
this real thing, yeah. And now we can buy things to blow up and we don't have like a zero budget kind of a deal. So on the channel, we do a lot of experiments and that sort of thing. And this is one of those. We have 3 spray paint cans tied together with some sparklers. We're gonna light the sparklers, chunk the spray paint cans up in the air with this duct tape rope, and then try to shoot them with the bird shot from the shotgun, which will blow up the spray paint cans. The sparklers will light the paint and it'll make a big fireball, in theory. That's the plan.
Fire in the hole!
The thing about experiments is they're all based on trial and error. Apparently, when you're looking to make a fireball, 4th of July sparklers just ain't gonna cut it.
Looks like we should have got flares.
No, we hit it.
Do you want some flares?
You got some flares?
Some pyro
That
Yeah,
would
flares would be
work.
better.
If at first you don't succeed, bigger is always better. We're doubling up on paint cans, and for the ignition, we're using road flares. If this doesn't make a fireball, these guys ought to retire.
All right, I like it.
Great. A little nervous.
I love it when the experts tell me they're a little nervous.
2, 1, light.
That was a good one. That was a good one.
Pretty stuff.
Yeah.
That was gorgeous.
Yeah.
All right.
Right?
Now that we've mastered the action hero fireball, it's time to explore the wonders of tannerite.
Tannerite is a binary explosive.
Uh-huh.
And it's ammonium nitrate and aluminum powder. You mix them together and you shoot them with a bullet and they explode.
So this is the secret of how a single shot from Bruce Willis's magic gun causes an eye-popping instant inferno. Since Die Hard used the whole German terrorist holding a building hostage thing, our nemesis will be a frozen turkey tied to a door.
It's made as a reactive target, so you can set it up and fire at it and you can see that you hit it. Or you can put it in turkeys and blow it up.
Do we take the turkey out of the bag?
Yes.
Open her up.
Yeah, I grew up in a food family.
You certainly grew up in a knife family.
Ready to mix this stuff?
Ready. I'm just making a little room.
How much are you going to put in?
All of it.
And what ultimately do we learn as a result of this? Or is it really about learning anything at all? Is it just simply about...
It's about smiling.
I'm pretty sure this is how SWAT does it. You guys are all getting salmonella.
Stay right like it is. This is the crosshair right here. Yeah, now does the turkey get a blindfold?
maybe a cigarette? So essentially what we're doing is we're creating the exact type of video you would do
Pretty much.
for your YouTube channel.
Yes.
This is what you would do.
Yes. You ready to shoot this?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Get ready to be breathing turkey guts.
The turkey's got to get it. Let's hear it for the other white meat. A little low and to the left. Jeez. I think you got it. A piece of turkey went right in my mouth.
It's cooked.
The door's gone.
This is gonna go right here.
Anybody, I think, who's sick of television is going to appreciate this.
Now, a shrink might conclude my latent desire to blow up a television is indicative of a subconscious disappointment with what the medium's become and the banal predictability so common in so many of today's hit shows. Well, that's just silly.
Pull this handle
Yep.
back and then that'll be it.
Tally ho.
And this gun is loud just like the AR-15.
Sure.
Let me have some ears.
I've always wanted to do this.
Fire in the hole!
Nope, nothing metaphorical going on here at all. No deep-seated misdirected rage against the glittering top-heavy infrastructure of an industry hardwired to suck the life out of those attempting to create a truly authentic moment for posterity.
That was great, right?
Cool. That looked great.
It's always my favorite part of an explosion is checking out the aftermath.
Sure. This is definitely going to void the warranty.
So good.
Yeah,
Wow,
there
look
you go.
at that. Nice hit though, right? Boom.
It's like you know what you're doing.
The illusion of competence. Never underrate it.
Warning, I stopped working out about 2 years ago. If you want to be an action hero and plan to remove your shirt in a film, don't stop working out. Also, please continue to not blow things up at home.
So basically, this is an anatomy of an action open. I finally figured out what the story is at 6:30. This is what we're doing. There is no story.
Right.
There is no story, but there's no real story in an open. I mean, if you look at like one of the greats, like Hawaii Five-0, what is it?
It's
Boom, 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 helicopter, right. So this is the anatomy of an action open. If somebody's got to do it, we're a cross between Magnum PI and active Fowler,
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
Blowing up turkeys and TV sets might suggest the emergence of a non-traditional action hero, and I'm fine with that. However, every action trailer worth its salt needs to include one or two mandatory moments, like, say, blowing up a speedboat on open water. Let's do that.
This is a boat just waiting to be blown up.
Nice boat.
We're gonna launch it using a chemical called Helix.
These are the binary.
This is a binary explosive.
Yeah.
And Helix stands for High Energy Liquid Explosive. High explosives are actually the safest of all explosives. And when we talk about blasting agents, low explosives and high explosives. What we're really talking about is how much energy it takes to get the reaction going. So the high explosive requires the most energy to get started. And the only way to get a high explosive to initiate is by hitting it with a blasting cap. So we're going to detonate this electrically.
Great.
Okay, so this is the act of manufacturing explosives, and you have to have an explosive manufacturing license to do that.
You got one of those?
I do.
Good man. So to rig the boat, we do what you just did, looks like 4 or 5 times.
Well, one of these is actually plenty for what we're going to do.
Oh, is it?
Yep.
But just imagine if we were to do 4 or 5.
Yeah, well, this is already about 6 sticks of dynamite right here.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So I'm going to bury this in the water underneath the boat, and we're actually going to use the water as the charge that blows the boat up.
Interesting.
There's a little air in here. I want to make sure it doesn't float.
And this is pretty much how they would do it
In a big movie.
in a big movie.
Yeah. All right, so let's have that out there. Cool, so that's going to be in front of the boat. Let's position the boat now.
Right.
Boat going to meet its end here. Okay, so we're just going to straighten that like the A, right?
That's it.
And then we'll add something into the boat, to get a little bit more fire.
That's gas.
Who's got gas? Boy, that smell just makes me feel like something exciting is going to happen. Now we're going to take this, we're going to wire it into the firing box. Okay, so now we're all going to clear back to Safeville. Dun, dun, dun.
Now, every action trailer requires the hero to appear shirtless for at least one brief scene. Not all cameramen require me to rub water on my chest before the shot, but Doug is not just any cameraman, and I choose to trust his judgment. I won't be doing that again.
Oh, this looks good.
Yeah?
Yeah, it does.
Don't make it weird. In 3, 2, 1. Boom. Maybe I'll press it harder next time.
It didn't go.
Well, if it did, it was much smaller than I thought it'd be.
Is your shirt still on too much?
Well, it looks like you did it. What?
Is it ready to go?
Yep.
It is.
Second.
Yeah, if it doesn't go this time, we'll run over and check the box. It may have timed out.
Great.
Ready?
Action.
3, 2, 1.
That's Helix for you.
Okay, that's
So-
ridiculous.
That's awesome.
Are we moving on?
Yeah, we're moving on.
All right, what now?
Let's go up there. Let's go up to Carland and blow some cars up.
Let's go up to Carland and blow some cars up. There's a sentence I've never heard before.
What kind of goodies are you using this time?
Well,
Same Helix stuff?
no, this time we're going to use black powder, and we're going to use it to atomize gasoline, because we're really more concerned about the fireball. All right, so this one goes to the mortar lift charge, and the lift charge is down underneath there, and then we put the liquids on top of that.
Mortar explosion on bottom. It's going to push out this this gasoline, vaporize into a big, huge fireball. Hopefully, blasting this back door off. We're good.
You can be a superhero. You can be more than a superhero. You could probably get all 3 shots, all 3 cars off one shot with the right ricochet.
I want to be more than a superhero. 1 shot, 3 cars. End of the line, dirtbag.
No legitimate action hero is going to just blow up a car without saying some kind of cool catchphrase before he does it.
Not today, my friend. Maybe I should just use a finger.
In the end, Matt and Steven convinced me that a finger gun was just not going to sell this big action set piece. They talked me into using one of the many, 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 many guns they brought for this very purpose.
3, 2, 1. End of the line, dirtbag. minivan lives. Or not. I feel terrible about that one.
Have any more rounds in it? Hold on, Mike. Please.
Steve Wolf, Matt Carricker, and Stephen Schatz are putting me through the paces of what it takes to become a genuine on-camera action star. The answer's simple. Blow up a boat. The only other non-negotiable shot required of all overpaid action heroes is the ever-popular jumping sideways in slow motion while firing a gunshot.
Dash, go, fire it up.
3, 2, 1.
Let me see what that even looks like up there. Huh. It's a little higher than it looks.
But you're not afraid of heights, are you?
Well, I'm just gonna go on my back
Yeah.
once and butt just to see what it feels like.
Okay. Whenever you're ready. Perfect. And then roll out like a little burrito.
There are two kinds of action heroes working in Hollywood today. There's the kind who do their own stunts, and there's the kind who rely on stuntmen and CGI. I am neither.
I made it look easy, didn't I? Stephen is rigging the pyrotechnics on a platform. I will climb to the top of the platform. I will hold the .44 Magnum. I will wait until the pyro begins and sparks will start to shower upon me. I will then dive from the platform, but on the way down, I gotta level off, find Doug and fire off a couple of rounds, and then twist my shoulder if I can at the last minute to land properly.
Are you good, Mike?
I'm good.
Cue pyro.
Ah!
Nice.
I'm over here, man.
How do we do?
What do you think?
Oh my God, I'm so brave. That got enough lift?
You look awesome. Look at this. Boom, 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 boom. Fire all over you.
Ah, just another 13-hour day.
Yeah, right?
Great state of Texas. Blowing stuff up and falling from high places. Thank you.
As it goes. Thank you.
Doug, you happy? Yeah. We're as happy as, you get?
Very happy.
All right, great.
You can have a lot of fun here at the Demolition Ranch, but really, it's all about safety. Without these guys teaching action stars how to work around explosives and gunfire, well, there'd be fewer action stars instead of one new one, even if he could stand to lose 30 pounds. In a world where nothing matters, in a time where chaos reigns, one TV host will rise to become a hero. Because somebody's gotta do it.